Moon confirmed for hasn't been the couple walls. Call the seansman. Savage got his penis trapped in a finger trap with my penis. That was no trap. Show us your TPS. I think I go play a good game now. Oh.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Battle Bros on Allies Index. With me, like usually, not like usual, like always, yeah, whatever, is Savage. This way, that way.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
he
here.
is. So, as you saw before, that was just a kind of a sneak peek, I guess, of Moonbase Blues, and that is a video by QuickTime Blues that was posted on Allies Index about 2 days ago, a day ago, 2 days ago.
A sneak peek at a video that's already out.
Well, I could play the full thing. It's a sneak peek on this episode. But
I
yeah, so this episode was brought to you by QuickTime Blues. I think that's the only video that we have out now, but check it out. It's pretty funny. I mean, I still laugh at it, and I probably watched it about 7 times, and I was in it. So, yeah.
Smug.
hmm So, yeah, back to Battle Bros. Some of you may remember it from Dice Troop, where we would, me and Savage, we would just talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about, really, in the hobby. Mostly 40k stuff, but, we can expand onto anything, really. The bubs, too. Oh, we're very professional. Very
At
professional.
least I was like more professional about it and just let it straight out. No hiding the shame.
Today we used to do it on a weekly basis, but we're just kind of gonna do episodes,
Whenever we feel like it.
whatever I decide to talk with you about. This episode was brought to you by Red Cans.
Red cans, definitely not sponsored.
But anyway,
But
okay, go ahead.
I said, but if they would like to,
Yeah, I mean, come on. But yeah, this episode we're gonna talk about the Imperial Knight Titan. Got a picture of it right there. We go. There we go. The picture is up now. It's Savage can't see it, but it's a picture of the.
it looks like a great picture.
with the Ultramarine next to it. Get a bit of size comparison.
I know the one now.
Yeah. So we're not really talking about the rules or anything because I mean it's a freaking mini Titan. Like it's gonna be great. I mean I've taken a quick look at the rules. Have you taken a look at the rules?
I have not seen the rules yet.
Basically, it has the ranged weapon. It has either kind of like a 2-shot battle cannon, so 2 large blast AP3 shots, and then or it has like a large blast melter shot. Pretty cool. And then just the usual Titan close combat weapon, which the same thing that the Stomper has.
Can it have 2 guns?
I don't believe so, but then I've only seen like the leaked things of the rumors, I mean the leaked rules, so I don't know. I
So
don't
the
think
rules are the rules in the White Dwarf that came out?
so. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. I like how, kind of going off on a tangent here, but I like how I brought. Let's get it. I brought this one of these things. It's the what is it called? Vengeance weapon batteries. You get 2 in a box, and it also comes with the rules.
It comes with the rules in the box.
It comes with the rules in the box because it's not in the rule book. It doesn't have a codex, so you get the rules in the box. I really like that.
That's cool. I might end up doing that then.
I mean, that could be cool, but White Dwarf would be pretty good as well. But if you don't buy the White Dwarf, you kind of shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Until someone scans it in and puts it on the internet.
Anyway, we're not really talking about the rules or anything today. Our focus point is on the pricing. A lot of people that I hear have a problem with the way that it's priced, saying it's too expensive, and Games Workshop is ripping us off.
Ha!
Yeah, it's. I mean, we haven't given Games Workshop a lot of love in the past, but at this time, we both feel pretty strongly on the price that we feel that it's relatively fair. I mean, you're always gonna want it to be cheaper. Like, you're not gonna be like, I'm happy paying $140 for a model.
Yep. It's your hobby though. You always want everything to be cheaper in your hobby.
I want everything to be cheaper all the time. Anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Only
anything
for
would be
me.
good as well.
Only for me though.
Only for you.
But yeah, so
And me.
140 for this mini Titan basically. It's yeah, a Knight Titan, so it is actually in the fluff. They didn't just make a small Titan. It is actually a small Titan. That's the Knight Titan. 140. Savage. Thoughts on the price without going too much into defending the price, just kind of thoughts on it.
I think that it's fair because, well, in Australia it's 155 Australian dollars. So, and I checked out just before, and it's cheaper than all the other like bigger units that you can get, like the Baneblade, the Stomper. They're both 165, and then the Corn Hunker Junk thing is 170. So it's cheaper than all of them.
And those are
And
Australian prices, right?
yeah, these are all Australian prices.
Because I do believe it's a little bit more expensive than the Stomper in America. I think the Stomper is 115, but I may be mistaken. But still, it's not a huge jump, and it's a better model than the Stomper.
Yeah, definitely.
The Stomper is
It's
a big dress wearing.
yeah, it the Stomper looks pretty ridiculous. But no, I reckon it's a fair price for the size of the model and the quality of the model.
Right. So we have some examples there. Here's one that I found here. This is the Earthbreaker from War Machine. It's one of the colossal warjacks. I think it's for the Mercenaries army. This is 155. It's smaller, and it's also I think it's metal. I think it's a metal resin mix. The Imperial Knight Titan is a full plastic kit. This Earthbreaker, personally, I don't like the look of it. I think it looks terrible, but that's just my opinion. But if we're looking just at the quality, the scale, and the price of the model, I think the Knight Titan wins hands down. And this is not me. This is not me having a go at War Machine. That's just an example that I found that I thought would be a good example to show people that think that Games Workshop's trying to rip you off because model kits are expensive everywhere. Wherever you go, a model kit is going to be expensive. It is an expensive hobby, no matter if you're buying 40K or you're buying model airplanes. Like it's expensive.
Yeah,
This just shows it. Like this is another company, Private Jet Press, which people have given praise to before with their pricing and stuff. I've always kind of been, without getting too much into it, I've always felt that their pricing is pretty much the same as Games Workshop in some sense. It's just that most of the time you have a lot less models, so you don't have to spend as much.
I think it's well with War Machine and Hordes is it comes down to just their starter box is cheaper. Most of the other models and units will run you the same as what like a unit would cost you
Yeah,
in Warhammer.
yeah, it's yeah. There's some exceptions to the rule, but that's my experience with it at least. And that's 155. So that's $15 more than this. Um, Again, not pointing it out like saying, well, Games Workshop's better than Private Press, 40K is better than War Machine. No, I'm just showing. It's not like it's overpriced for what it is. In the market, it might be overpriced for how much they pay for materials or whatever. We're not getting into the infrastructure that Games Workshop has to have set up to produce these models and sell them. That's not what we're getting here to do. We're here just to talk about people's thoughts on the pricing and our thoughts on the pricing. The biggest thing I think people are going to have against our argument is the Dreamforge Titan looking thing, which I'm going to show now. You've seen it. It's like a Grey Knight looking Titan thing.
It looks similar in the way except for the head,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I've seen the models and there's no detail to the models. It's just like is it resin or is it plastic? Yeah,
This is the thing that I had to kind of say. It is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper.
yeah. It's
They
half
have
half the price
yeah. It's kind of
for
hard
me.
to say yeah, I think that's the thing with most companies that aren't Games Workshop. Their prices are pretty much set to one price, no matter what country you're in. But it's yeah, it is about half the price. I think they have some different sizes, and I didn't really look into it too much. But I think it's probably about half the price. I think I saw one for 75. It had 120 and it was slashed down and said 75. I don't know if that's the price it's always at or if they're having a sale right now. Don't know, don't care. Point being, it is a plastic kit, but it never used to be. It used to be a resin kit and it was expensive. Those things were very expensive. Not many people had them. Lots of people have them now because they had a Kickstarter to get enough money to be able to produce them in a plastic kit. So just there, like just there, that is a completely different business practice than what Games Workshop has. Games Workshop has stores all over the world in different countries, as well as they make a whole boatload of different models than what Dreamforge does. It's completely different business. Their prices are going to be different. I haven't.
That's
Yeah, go ahead.
one big thing about pricing that kind of frustrates me is that people compare Games Workshop to third-party companies, and to do that, you can't really, in a sense, because a third-party company is usually just an internet store online. They don't have a shop front. They don't have hundreds of shops across the world. They don't have that many staff to pay for. Like, sure, they still got to pay for like getting the molds done, then filling it all out and everything. But Games Workshop does that on top of having stores, on top of bringing out a magazine, on top of bringing out rules for all the models. Whereas the third-party companies are just making models that already have rules, so that half the work's gone for them.
And a lot of times it's just a couple guys just molding them. They're made to order kind of thing, or they have a little bit of a stock, and it's really not.
Yes.
I don't have the skill for it. I haven't tried. I'm sure I could do it if I
Oh
tried, but it's not hard to mold resin. It's not
no.
hard to. I mean, I'm sure it's hard to sculpt it. I'm sure it's hard to get the cast right. But once you have the cast, you fill it with resin, you get it out, you pack it, and you ship it away. It's not a hard operation. It's
No. Well,
again,
it wouldn't be the easiest one again either, but at the same time, it's smaller and they're not having to worry about as much. It's just making models.
Seb,
That's
Seb's gonna start making fun of us when we start talking too highly about Games Workshop.
well, fuck Games Workshop, all right? Fuck them.
They do a lot of bad things. Don't get us wrong.
Oh
And
yeah,
they
but
fucked us over, and they fucked everyone else over, and you know, there's a lot
I
of things that they do wrong.
I do have a negative thing to say about Games Workshop if you would like me to to dull
Depends
the
how on topic you are.
it's about pricing in a way.
Okay.
It's about the Tyranid swarm box
Right.
thing. Yeah. So I was looking about I don't know like 2 weeks ago on Games Workshop's website, and they have like in the essentials it's a Tyranid swarm, and it's let me just pull up the prices now. I think it runs like 265
Australian, right?
Australia. Yeah, all my prices whenever I talk about it are Australian because I'm in Australia, so makes sense, right?
No.
No, I should be talking like Chinese prices.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's where the majority of people get their prices from.
Yeah. All right. So the Tyranid Swarm in Australia runs you $265. You get 40 Hormagaunts, 40 Termagaunts, a Carnifex, and 10 Gargoyles. So keeping that in mind, then you click, I think it's Apocalypse Formations. Yeah. And then you see the Endless Swarm. Now this has just 3 lots of Hormagaunts and 3 lots of Termagaunts, which is 36 models each. So it's just like the one-click collection sort of things. This is $288. So for $23 cheaper, I can get the same amount plus a bit more, plus a Carnifex, plus 10 Gargoyles. So I don't know
I'm not seeing the
where
negative though. Like the one-click collection is a negative, but you're
I
saying that they're getting better. They're actually releasing stuff that actually gives you.
yeah, No, I'm praising them for that, but at the same time, it boggles my mind to no extent why they would even bother putting up this one-click collection when they have something that is better. Like, who
My
in
only
their right
guess is
mind?
that they put it up before they may have put it out in a one-click collection when Apocalypse came out.
I suppose, but they would have updated it because they've got the new models and another one of their Apocalypse formation things.
I guess, but why remove it if someone's gonna be stupid enough to give them more money for less product?
I want to know who this person is who is stupid enough to do that, and then I'm going to go to their house and punch them in the face.
Also, to note, the Swarm bundle thing is actually a box set. It's not a
Yeah,
one-click collection. You're not buying them. You're not just clicking on it and then adding individual stuff to your cart. Basically, it is a box that comes with
everything.
like all that stuff in it. It's
Yeah. They don't have a battle force, but
yet.
it's yet. But even though this is like about $70 more than another battle force, I think this is a better option for
It's a
Tyranid.
it's a great way if you're starting Tyranids. Like if you don't care what you're making the base of your army out of, and you just want a little kind of it's not even a little bit of everything. It's a nice decent chunk of everything.
Yeah, all you need is a HQ, and that's three
HQ,
a
sprinkle
thousand
some monstrous
points.
creatures in there,
Yeah,
sprinkle some of the smaller creatures in there. Bam,
like
dirt
it's
is gone.
if they did that for all the Horde armies instead of a battle force, that would work out better. You're paying a little bit more,
Hmm.
but you're getting a whole army because like you
You're
look at
actually
all the
saving.
yeah
You're actually saving some money.
yeah you save a ridiculous amount of money on that box set alone. But like if you did that with Horde armies, because you look at like um the Blood Angels and Necrons is just two that I know of because me and you both bought one of their battle forces. You just need to buy a HQ and it's an army.
Hmm.
Like
No, you're absolutely right. The battle forces for smaller model count, higher point cost armies are fine because you get the battle force and you're already looking at a decent amount of points. For horde armies, you get a battle force and you know 20 troops and something else. You're like, well, fuck, that's like 200 points. What the fuck am I meant to do with this? It's
yeah,
good that they're giving those options. And when Imperial Guard get the new codex, I'd be stoked if they came out with a platoon, a box of kind of a regiment kind of thing, like a ready-made regiment.
platoon command. Is that what they are?
Platoon
In
command is just like the five guys, but I mean,
oh no,
like a whole platoon would be cool. Like you get the platoon command, you get maybe four squads of infantry, maybe two heavy weapons teams, something like that. Like you get a whole platoon
yeah,
um, in there.
like
Yeah.
if they started adding that heavy support choice into like battle forces.
Or like if the like Imperial Guard get like a platoon, so you get like the platoon command, maybe four squads of infantry, two um two or three squads of heavy weapons, and then maybe like a Lehman Russ. Bam.
Yeah, Lehman Russ would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like in a box set with guys.
And that's what they
Ridiculous.
used to do. The old Tyranid Battle Force, it didn't have as much
Oh yeah.
stuff, but you got the Carnifex, the old.
Well, they had the even older one where it had three Carnifexes.
Then you get the Imperial Guard used to have a Lehman Russ in their Battle Force.
Yeah.
Now you get a Sentinel. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I find
No.
that now we're getting on another. We've like totally shifted topics, but now I find that the Battle Force, to me, every Battle Force that they put out has like three good units. The fourth unit can go suck a dick because it's terrible and no one's ever going to use it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, things change now because sixth edition's out, things are different. But I remember the Dark Elder Battle Force. I loved it. You got a raider, a squad of warriors, a squad of witches, which you're gonna use, but then you got three bikers. Why the fuck are you gonna need three bikers? You'd never use them. I mean, you might now. I would probably include them in my army now, but at that time in fifth edition, I would never use them. I never did use them, and I got and I was good with my Dark Elder. In oh, what is it? You get like the Space Marine one. You get like scouts, tactical marines, a rhino, and then it's like a random assault squad or something like that. Yeah, a 5-man assault squad. You're not probably not going to use the Imperial Guard one. You get that random sentinel. Sentinels don't really show up much. It's
You know that
it's
they
a,
don't actually have a Space Marine battle force now.
probably because they've got the new codex and they're slack on getting those battle forces out.
Yeah,
But I mean that's just my small nitpick, and that's just the way I see it. Is that there's always that one unit that's just kind of rubbish, and you don't want to take it. It's just in
although
the battle force.
the Chaos battle force, the Chaos Space Marine battle force, it's been terrible for a while, and it's worse than what it was.
The chaos one, from my memory, the one that you would never take is the possessed, right? They gave
Yeah,
you
and they leave them in there. So like the old battle force, you got 10 guys,
you got
10
some corn berserkers, you got like a
uh,
rhino.
and some possessed.
It's,
Now you get 10 guys, 3 bikes, some possessed, and a rhino.
that's terrible.
Only
Why do you need
yeah,
3 bikes? Why do you need
the only,
possessed?
the only thing I'd use is a 10 guys and a rhino, and I could pick that up for half the price of the battle force.
Maybe that's why they stopped doing battle forces. Maybe people aren't buying them anymore.
Maybe they should make better ones. Maybe they're gonna do what they're doing with the NIDs and make like a bigger box set.
I would like something more on the lines of a War Machine starter set. You get your HQ. Why not put
Yeah,
a multi-part plastic HQ in the the Space Marines have that Space Marine captain. I think you could even do like Eldar. They have like a plastic HQ. There's like a Farseer. There's more plastic HQs now that you could throw in there. So you get an HQ, maybe one troop, or HQ 2 troop. There you go. Because if you look at the War Machine one, you're not really getting an army when you actually start playing War Machine. You have your Warcaster and you get your Jacks. That's not a very good army. Like if you're playing a game because we've played a game where it's just been a Warcaster and the Jacks, right? And then we've played a game where we've had our Warcaster, our Jacks, and other little units like lying around. Oh god
yeah.
damn it! My screen just went black. There we go. Anyway, so like I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. Like you get an HQ and 2 troop choices.
I'd
You put
honestly,
it at a little discount.
I'd honestly be happy with like the Tyranid way, where it's like a bigger box set with a bigger price, but you get a more complete army with it. Because I don't know, I just find I would rather put my money towards that because for one, you're saving a shit ton of money. Just, this is only going off that one box set. They haven't done another one yet, but that one box set saves you a shit ton of money and gives you a pretty much complete army despite the HQ.
Mm-hmm.
I th- I think the biggest thing about not putting a HQ into a battle force for Games Workshop is like what like there's so many like with all the armies there's so many different HQs that you could pick from, and like you'd throw in like a plain plastic one, but I find that I probably wouldn't use that,
Well, I'm not.
especially
I was thinking more towards of like a starter kit.
yeah, yeah,
A starter player isn't gonna know what HQ they want. They're just gonna take one that looks cool.
true,
Why not even? How's this for an idea? Why not even make starter kits that are just starter kit models? So you have like Black Reach, like what's the other
Dark
one?
Vengeance.
Dark Vengeance. Make them like clip together HQs. Make
Hmm.
the troops just clip together ones. Do one of those. Do like a little one of those for every army, and
And then do your
price
bigger
it at
box.
about $50. Because I reckon an HQ, a troop choice, and one other choice, all the clip together variants, you could probably sell them for $50 because the starter kit itself with 2 armies and more models and game rulebook, dice, and all that. That's even over it, really. Like, I mean, that's close to 100, but it's over it. I don't see why they couldn't do that. Like an HQ, 2 units, $50, all clip together ones.
Yeah, that would work as well.
And it's a nice little starter thing. And then if you don't want to do the starter thing, if you're already in the game and you don't need the little starter thing, then you have those bigger options that save you a bit of money, but you get a bulk of your army.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this back to the battle forces and their prices because I'm just looking on Games Workshop's website, and I was looking in the Imperial Guard. They've only got a Catachan battle force now, and you get 20 guys. You platoon command, 3 heavy weapons teams, and a sentinel. And in Australian, guess how much that costs?
Oh man, it's been a while. 190?
Yeah,
Was it
190. It was 190.
That shit.
Now that's a shit fucking battle force right there. And if I go,
Why don't they have the Cadian one anymore? New codex? Hmm?
probably. But then you go to the Blood Angels one, it's 170. It's $20 cheaper. And you get fucking 10.
This one is good.
Yeah, Blood Angels one is ridiculous. Because you take the Death Company and then you mix them in with the Assault Marines and you
And
get a 10
man
assault,
assault squad.
which is actually looks like Blood Angels as well. Ridiculous. Do it.
The Blood Angels one is good because it's like a 10-man tactical squad, right? A Rhino, 5-man assault
Yeah.
squad, 5-man Death Company.
Yeah.
And
You
then
use
you just use the Death Company, mix the bits
you
in.
yeah.
So you
And
get
it
10-man tac, 10-man assault, and a Rhino.
yeah. But you with all the Death Company bits, the jump packs and stuff go to the Assault Marines, but then you've got the arms with the guns and stuff which you put on your tactical Marines.
You got the shoulder
Which,
pads as well that you mix and
yeah.
match. You got the leg
Helmets.
hinges, helmets, power swords, power fists. You got a thunder hammer.
Yeah. The Death Company kit itself is an insane kit.
Yeah, it's that stuff that they need to do more of.
Yeah.
Space Wolves Battle Force. That's another pretty good one.
Necron's one I think is probably one of the best, if not the best though, because it's the only one that you actually get a HQ in a
I
sense.
think you get an HQ in it.
Yeah, I swear you did.
I thought
Oh no,
the
no,
old tower one was the one that you got the HQ in.
no! I'm thinking of the Mega Force that they had.
Oh,
Because you got the thing that it rides on, the HQ's it.
it's still a good battle force because you get the transport or you turn it into a Doomsday Ark. You got a heavy support choice. You get a whole bunch of warriors, you get scarabs, and you get some immortals that you could make into the sniper guys.
Yeah.
It's still a good one. The Space Wolf one is also good. You get 5 scouts, 20. I'm pretty sure it's 20 Marines,
I'll double
and then you
check
get a
now.
drop pod. And those Space Wolf sprues, you can turn them into Blood Claws, Grey Hunters, or Wolf Guard. Or if you have some heavy weapons lying around, you could make them into long things.
Yeah.
And you got a drop pod. And
Yeah, the
scouts.
Space Wolf one is ridiculous.
Space Wolf one is good.
Orc one is fucking terrible.
Orc one shit.
Yeah, it's 20 boys, 3 bikes, and a truck. Like that's ridiculous for. Let me just grab the Orc Codex. I want to add up points. Ah, oh, there it is. Okay.
The old Tau one I like because you got the crisis suit, so that you actually got an HQ in it.
Yeah.
I don't think you get it there anymore. Do you get 3? No, that must be the biggest set I think. I don't remember what you get in the new Tau one though. If you get any crisis suits, then that's your HQ. But yeah, Orc one is terrible.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
probably
So
not even 200 points.
it just breaks 200 because you got 6 points per model for a boy, so there's 120 plus 35 points for the truck is 155, and then 25 per bike.
You're just clearing 200 points.
Yeah, that's not even like you can't even play a game if you added a HQ with that.
What does the new Tau one come with? Does it come with crisis suits still?
I had a feeling it does. I haven't looked at it too much though. It never really interested me. Tau. Okay, here we go. So you get. Let me. I'm not 100% on the model, so I'm not going to say it without checking first. Okay, so you get 3 battle suits, the XV8 battle suits, 6 drones, a piranha, 12 fire warriors with 2 gun drones, and how many? And 3 stealth suit models.
I like that. I like that one. That's so much variety right there.
Yeah, the Piranha is a sweet model. I always love that model,
Actually,
and I'd never
played
really
with one
seen
as
it
well.
used.
In the new, I was in a doubles tournament. My partner had one, and it was pretty damn good. We had those missiles that you locked on with the marker lights, and it was like basically an unlimited range shot as long as it was on the board. Took down a Helldrake.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really seen them used in Tau, and I always thought they were a really cool model. And it was just they kind of just didn't get used there.
Those are all good units. Battle suits,
I
crazy. Stealth
I just
units.
had a nice blonde moment there because
Mm-hmm.
in the army section they've added in Imperial Knights. I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck army is Imperial Knights? And I'm like, oh. Tell you what needs a box set or a battle force or something is Grey Knights.
Maybe.
Although you can't really do much with them. Like the thing would probably be like I don't know, 20 guys and a
Yeah,
rhino.
it'd be like a Rhino and 20 guys. That because you're not gonna have Terminators in a battle force. It ain't gonna happen.
No,
So
but they could always do what they did with the Tyranids and make a bigger box set. They fit more stuff in. So you could have like 15 guys, 5 Terminators, and even maybe a Dread Knight.
I think the reason why they don't have one for Green Ice is because it would be too much of a good deal. Because there is no shit unit you could put in it.
Yeah,
Again, go
yeah,
back to my like
yeah.
everything
There's
should
always
have got one shit unit idea. It
there
wouldn't
always
work.
has to be a shit unit. Even with the Tyranid Swarm box, the Gargoyles. I used Gargoyles. They weren't
Mm-hmm.
that good.
The Space
Honestly,
Wolf one, it's either gonna be the drop pod or the Scouts.
yeah,
Probably the Scouts. The Necron one is a harder one, but I'm gonna put my points there on the Immortals being the shit unit,
yeah.
depending on your army.
Depending on the way you go, because
I didn't
they're
like
pretty.
Immortals myself. I thought the Warriors just max out on Warriors and you're fine. They're a little bit weaker, but you have them all. What else is there that we said was a good battle force, but they have a shit unit? Even the Blood Angels one. Depending on your Blood Angels army, the Assault Squad is probably not going to be the shit one, but the Tactical Squad maybe. Because if you're going to go all Assault packs, why the fuck do you want
Yeah,
Tactical Marines? If you're not going to go any Assault packs, you can just take the jump packs off them. So depending
yeah.
on the army,
But
it
if you're
depends.
gonna go Blood Angels, why aren't you gonna use the Assault guys? Like they're your
I had a Blood Angels army where I used the Assault guys, but they didn't have jump packs. They just rode around in
yeah.
transports. No, I had a Blood Angels army where I had like 7 Dreadnoughts. Did you ever see that one?
I don't think so. No,
I had
I think
yeah,
I was
I think it
out.
was like 7 Dreadnoughts because and my troop choice was one tactical squad, one 5-man squad of Death Company, 2 Death Company Dreadnoughts. Then I had like a Liberian, a Furioso, 2 of the standard Dreadnoughts. I think it turned out to be like 7 Dreadnoughts in one army.
That's ridiculous.
That was a kick-ass Blood Angels army. Maybe not so much in 6th edition, but 5th edition it would not.
No, now it kind of doesn't really work. Here's what I reckon is the absolute worst battle force that they have though is the Chaos Demons one
Why
because
is
there's
that?
too much variety.
Yeah, it depends what you're going for.
Yeah, but with like the new rules with like demons against other demons, whatever it is. I haven't looked at the rulebook in forever, so I'm a bit rusty. But I don't know. It just seems to me like if you're gonna go demons, most people pick like
A
one,
mono
maybe
build.
one, maybe two
I don't think it's the worst one
gods to
just
go with.
because it's probably better bang for your
Oh,
buck than saying like the
oh,
fucking orc one.
it's good in the sense of what you get, but like for me, I'd get
You would
I'd
never
use
get it.
I'd never get it because I'd never use like 90% of the models in there.
This is what I think that Games Workshop needs to do. Honestly, I love their stores, but if the stores aren't working, get rid of them. It sucks to say that, but then have focus more on online stuff because that's where everything's at right now. And then have bundles that actually save people money. Don't package them because you don't have a storefront to keep. You don't need a fancy box if you're just sending them out to people. Just an instruction book, some sprue, some bubble wrap, put it in an envelope kind of thing. And then have things like a Khorne battle force, a Slanesh battle force.
Well,
Do things that fit people's army. Have a Blood Angels assault battle force and have a Blood Angels tactical battle force. You know what I mean? It's not gonna change anything because all they have to do is see that you ordered that, get the sprues, and just pack it. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to box it all up and have it ready. And if that one doesn't sell, they're gonna freak out or whatever because
yeah.
it's all just individual stuff bundled up to save you a price and then shipped off to you.
Yeah. Well, like they've got like individual things for the demons, but it's just like a one-click collection, so you're not saving any money from it.
Right. That's the thing. They need to make the one-click collection save you money. Stop calling it a one-click fucking collection.
Yeah.
That's because of shit. Call it a bundle. Call it, this is gonna save you fucking money. Buy this. Like,
Here's a good deal.
yeah, it's super simple. It's super simple for them because all they have to do is grab the bits and pack them there. Like have a warehouse where you have all the bits laid out, like this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit, put it in an envelope, send it out to the person. I don't even think they do that with the one-click collections because I have seen a one-click collection being sold in an independent retailer where it was in a box, it had a white piece of paper with black and white pictures of what you get in it, and it said like one-click collection, whatever, and they're selling it in an independent retailer. So to me, it looks like they have the one-click collections already boxed up in their warehouses, which is stupid.
I think it's boxed, but inside the box is individual.
Yeah,
Their individual packaging.
that's just like a Battle Force.
Yeah. But even going what you said, like doing like the online thing, even instead of having like bundles that save you money or whatever, just do it at like increments of how much you spend. Like $50 you save, like I don't know, 5%. $100 you save 10%, and it just keeps going up the more you spend.
Mm-hmm.
That could be another way that they could work it. Is like it save you.
Yeah.
Because we'd end up saving like 50%.
Or being like, buy this, get that one for free kind of thing,
Yeah, work
mix and
out some
match.
good deals.
And focus more on the online stuff.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of the people blogging about your product. Don't be afraid of the people making videos that they're gonna, I don't know what they're afraid of, but they seem like they're afraid of something.
Yeah.
It's free publicity. You don't be afraid of it. Get into it. Do your own shit. Have your own blog. Fuck White Dwarf. Put it all online.
Embrace it. Don't shun the internet. It's
It ain't going away.
no, no, definitely not. But
Magazines are going away.
yeah,
So why do fuck your magazine? Why don't you have a blog and give it to us free? Because you could probably make money from the traffic more than what you can make on your magazine.
although they are making, I think they're making progress into the online thing with like the codexes being digital downloads now. White Dwarf is a digital download as well, and I think you actually save a bit of money
It's way too
on it.
overpriced still, though.
It's still overpriced,
It's
but like
way too overpriced.
at the same time, it's cheaper than the solid copy.
It's not that much cheaper, though.
No, it's not. I know.
Like,
It's like the codexes are ridiculous for what they are.
they need to be about 50% cheaper. Just like
Yeah.
Black Library. I think they do theirs. I think in America you can get a full-size book for about $8, depending on how new it is. $8. You're probably looking at $18 to $20 for one, like a physical copy, and I think that's a good amount, honestly.
Yeah. And the better thing about buying digital download is you're probably not going to fuck up on buying the wrong language. Like I did with the Blood Angels Omnibus. Because apparently, for some reason, the site changed my language when I was buying the book and they sent it to me in Italian. And I emailed them. I'm like, you guys sent me the Italian version of this. I need the English one. Like, you ordered the Italian one. I'm like, pretty sure I didn't. Because
Why would you order the Italian one?
yeah, why would I? I didn't even change anything. I saw what I wanted. I clicked buy and bought it. Like, filled it out. So somehow it's either changed the language or they had an Italian like um version sitting in an English section. I don't know. I don't know how it worked, but somehow I now have a Blood Angels omnibus in Italian that I'm never going to read.
So if anyone from Italy or anyone that knows how to read Italian, contact Savage.
Yeah, pay for postage though, but because it cost me $35 as it was, and they wanted me to send it back so they could send me the English one, which that was all right. But then I checked postage, and it was going to cost me the same as buying the book again. So I was like, I may as well just buy the book again.
And that was Black Library?
That was Black Library.
Because Games Workshop itself is usually pretty good when they send you the wrong shit. Like, they will not make you send it back and then just send you out new ones. I bought some Vistroyan snipers. I threw them out because I didn't check the packaging clear enough. I forgot that I had brought, six. I thought I only brought three, so I cleared the package out, got everything I needed, threw out the box, and I'm like, wait a second, didn't I need six snipers? Where the fuck are they? Contact Games Workshop. That day they contact back to me and say, just give us your order number, whatever, we'll take a look and send you out some new snipers. And then I had to reply back to them like, I fucked up, I threw them out. I got them, it's okay. Thank you anyway.
What about that time? Just like years and years and years ago when they still had that, was it Gamatron or something at Oasis Shopping Center?
Yeah.
And I bought a box set of Bloodletters, and somehow, I don't know if I fucked up, but I could not for the life of me find one leg, like in the sprue. Like I scanned my room, like checking the floor everywhere. Could not for the life of me find this leg. So I went back to the store and told the shop owner, and he had to send away to Games Workshop, and they sent me back like 10 legs. I was missing one, and they sent me back 10 of this leg. I'm like, okay.
I had that with Forge World. I was missing arms for some of the Death Corps that I brought. Contacted them. I'm like, look, I'm missing arms. And they're like, okay, give us the numbers, blah blah blah. They sent me a whole set of new arms. Then I realized I fucked up and it was my fault, and I found the arms. I'm like, fuck. So thank you, Forge World. But I did have that one bad thing with Forge World where I was missing arms and it wasn't my fault.
Oh, I
No,
remember
I
that.
wasn't missing arms. I was missing bodies.
That's right.
And because I had already assembled them already together, I couldn't get because they right in the arm joint they have the number of like a letter that associates with the arm. I'd already assembled them, and I realized, hey, I'm missing bodies. They didn't reply. They basically said, "What's the number?" I said, "Well, I've already assembled it. I can't fucking tell you the number," and didn't reply to me. So it kind of makes up for what they did to me then, but then having bodies missing is a lot worse than having arms missing. So whatever. The point is, like, they're usually pretty good at fixing their mistakes.
Sometimes.
Games Workshop itself is Forge World and Black Library.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
So is there anything else that we have to go over here, or are we pretty much done?
We can talk about our 40K league that we have going.
Yeah. 40K League started a week and a day ago. The painting part started. It's a 40K League where we go up in increments. First it's 500, then it's 250 every month after that. Halfway through the month we start battles, so we'll be judged. We'll get points from painting and points from battles, and it's just a fun thing that we'll be posting on Allies Index. If you want to join, it is kind of a little bit late, but you can still, join if you want to. Just contact us.
You could even just do the painting and then just send us the pics. We can post them up when we do our own updates of our armies and stuff.
You can even just do the games as well if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not going to win overall because you're not doing.
Yeah, because we don't like you.
Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. We love it.
He's not really. He's an angry guy. That's why I sent him to America.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
How far have you got with your army for the league?
I have my tank done, and then that's about it. And I have a tournament tomorrow, and I haven't even finished that army, so I got a
But
lot on my plate. So
you have all the models though, right?
I have all
Yeah.
the models. I have in that army. I have like probably close to 3,000 points painted. For the tournament army, I brought new stuff to play in the tournament. I just haven't finished that, so it's gonna look really bad. I haven't had like things missing. People are like, oh, you didn't finish painting. I'm like, fuck you. I painted for 24 hours straight, 3,000 points. Fuck you.
I was talking about your 40k league stuff. You've got all the models for that.
I've got all the models for that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing Chaos Guard.
Yeah, Chaos God. Although I do want Imperial God, so if anyone does have Imperial God and they want to trade for my Space Marine army, I'll be interested in doing that.
And I'm doing Nids. And people are gonna hate me for my list at 500 points. I'm
People
not
are
gonna
gonna
say what
hate
it
you
is.
because it's you.
Yeah, people people tend to not like me, and this is just going to like solidify them not liking me. But you know, I'm out to win. Gotta be in it to win it.
I
Not really.
see one flaw in your plan, and it's the lack of troops.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
It's really
But
your list is basically kill everyone. If you don't kill everyone, you're gonna lose.
yeah,
But
it's an all or nothing. It's the only way I play.
but so is mine. But mine's worse because I can't handle flyers. Because mine is the same. I have the same amount of troops. They're just as squishy.
Wait, it's only a problem for us because we're playing horde armies and we've put big stuff in instead of where we should have put more troops. But we've got big shiny models.
And then people that play Space Marines are gonna have the issue where they had just to get their HQ and their troop choices, it's going to take up most of their 500 points, so they're not going to be able to put big shiny stuff in. So it's like you have good troops, you don't have shiny stuff. You have bad troops, you have shiny stuff.
Yeah,
So it's like, is the big units going to win the day? Honestly, I think so. I think Space Marine players are going to get fucked.
in the a-hole.
I mean, think about it. I have AP 3 large blast, strength 8. I have an AP 10 large blast. No, AP 2 large blast, strength 10. So I have an AP 3 large blast and AP 2 large blast. One strength 8, one strength 10. Where's your power armor now? And then the only thing I don't have is the ability to take down flyers. So if I end up bursting Savage, I'm going to kill his troop. And then he's going to kill my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna just munch it off, mung on it.
Yeah, so. I mean, you have the big flyy beastie guys, so.
Shh, shh. Secretive, Karen.
It's not secretive. You're posting pictures of it.
Yes, yes. I have a winged hive tyrant and a hive crone because I'm a dick, and I'm embracing that.
Hive Crones are
And oh,
amazing.
it is. It's ridiculous. Fucking bloody spew cannon thing, whatever it is.
I'm thinking more of the what are they called? The red
Oh, the
cloth over
tentaclids.
the tentacles. Yeah.
I, I, st- I still haven't magnetized them on there yet, but he's
Homing haywire is the house.
yeah, ridiculous,
Strength 8
ridiculous.
Victor Strike as well.
Oh
Fly
yeah,
over a tank. Dead.
yeah,
Oh,
ridiculous.
God, I really can't wait to see that thing in action.
Oh yeah, you're just lucky that you're not versing me.
Yep. Anyway, it is 6 a.m.
It
my
is.
time. I need to be at the tournament in 6.5 hours, and I haven't slept yet. So
You don't need sleep. Just sleep under your desk for a little bit.
no,
It always.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You woke up, you didn't have your shit painted, and you were grumpy bitch the whole day.
I wasn't a grumpy bitch.
You were grumpy
It was
bitch
what?
for a half a day.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
It was
were.
no.
Yeah.
It only pissed me off because one of our friends was having a dig at me because I was still painting. I'm like, well, I'm putting in the effort.
Yeah, that was when you were not as good at painting.
Yeah, pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Green and silver. It's a
And you
green and
take more
silver
time.
Tyranids.
And you take less time now, and you paint better. Like it's
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I even look at my chaos stuff, which I only painted like a year ago. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, honestly, I just want to throw it all out and start again.
Yeah, but now with money being tight, that's kind of difficult to do. And we would have
Yes,
done that 2 years ago. We would have done that every week, but now,
yeah, thrown out an old army. Psh, what is this shit? New army.
now it's like yeah,
Now we're scrounging around our old bits boxes from our old armies. Like Tyranids is the first army that I used coming back into 40k. Like seriously.
it works though. Because I made
Yeah,
this my spider tank, my crab tank. The Leaning
crab
Rust
man.
parts were from an old commission. The hull is mostly made out of plastic card, and I just had to buy the legs from eBay, which was like $15. So I actually, if you don't include the commission, which I guess the bits were paid from whoever did the commission, it really only cost me probably about $20 to make that thing.
Mine ran me a little bit more because I bought a big shiny new model, which is a hive cone. But everything else I have just got to be painted again.
Well, I brought my turrets. My turrets costed me about $50, but I got two. So one of those turrets is going to go into next month's list. And then I did have to buy a foil model, my little Psyker. He was about $25. But again, you get two Psykers in that kit. So that's another HQ that I can add later. And then my troops are just the cultists from the whatchamacallit set, which are like $15 for a squad of 10.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Ridiculous.
so getting back to our original thing now, to end the show off, prices do suck, but you can get around it. If you want an Imperial Knight Titan, but you don't want to pay it right now, wait for someone to buy one, paint it, get bored of it, put it on eBay.
Yeah.
You'll probably get it for under $100. If you can't just spray over the paint, it's very easy to strip paint for models, especially if you know what you're buying to strip the paint. That's a whole nother episode. But yeah, so there really that I think that would be a cool thing to also talk about in another episode. This one's kind of running long. I need to go to sleep, but would be just ways that you can get around paying a lot of money for models. Like get creative, like with my Imperial God. I'm playing Imperial God, but I'm using models from the Chaos in the starter set.
Yeah. Even like me, I just have like old armies that I haven't touched in years, and the models are still the same as they were then as they are now.
Oh, Games Workshop.
Yeah. You'd be pretty safe if you had Corn Berserkers because I haven't changed them in fucking like 20 years almost.
So yeah. Any last words before we go?
Um, what up, Seb?
What up, Seb?
What up?
Okay. Once again, this has been Battle Bros. With me, like always, is Savage.
That's me.
I am Toxic, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Have a good one.
Or night.
No, night. Fuck, whatever.
Or morning. Breakfast, lunch, dinner,
I'm closing it now. See ya.
brunch.